93 years ago today, a small army of nearly 500 farmers marched on a courthouse in Lamars, Iowa, and kidnapped a judge from his bench. The previous decade was marked by ever-increasing change and industrialization of the American farm. I mean, just switching from a workhorse to a tractor was a major deal. For example, farmers now needed a machine repairman, as well as figuring out what to do with their old oat fields. For more perspective, from about 1860, around the Civil War, until 1910, leading up to World War I, things were actually okay for farmers. In fact, during this period, America's farmland tripled in size. That being said, from 1913 until 1920, the cost of farmland increased by 70%. Additionally, in May of 1920, the government ended its price guarantee for wheat, and by July the following year, its price had dropped by 85%. This was massive, as it showed a steep decline in interest in American farm products, which had literally been feeding an army. The farm lobby was doing all in its power to stay afloat, even siding with silver mines, in hopes that, by increasing the price of silver, they may increase the price of their own products as well. But it wasn't enough, as massive amounts of bankruptcies flooded the agriculture market. By 1933, 1 in 4 people were unemployed, and they had had enough. Watching their family farms be sold off for pennies on the dollar caused farmers to blow a gasket. Strikes began to pop up across the country. But then, things got violent. On April 27, 1933, some 500 farmers walked into the courtroom of Judge Charles Bradley, demanding he stop his foreclosure proceedings. Well, the Bradster told them to kick rocks. So, they said get in the back of the truck. After throwing him in the back of their truck, they lathered him up with grease, beat the living snot out of him, and hung him from a post. But only for a little bit. He did survive. Somehow, roughly 200 militia soldiers were called in to quell the angry farmers, which did stop the violence. But most people were with the farmers, as representatives called the governor a blockhead, and they had a hard time finding anyone fit for jury duty. Seeing the America-sized catastrophe at hand, President Roosevelt quickly set up systems for debt relief as well as mortgage moratoriums to help the farmers out. Things began to settle down. However, that's starting to change. Today, farm bankruptcies are back on the rise, and Trump is importing beef from Argentina, hurting our domestic markets. If the White House Correspondents' Dinner wasn't a false flag, then it may be a recession indicator and a sign for things to come. And that's your History Today.